Greetings dear friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and how are you today? Today we've got another beautiful practice as part of our 100-day guided meditations for inner peace, and we're going to focus on the body. The body, this physical structure, just touch it, your body. We spend a lot of time in our heads, replaying old stories, thinking about the future, worrying about things which have happened which we can't change, and worrying about things which might happen which we can't always predict. And we tend to forget our body. And it's only when we're in pain, like you've got a headache or a period pain or you've got a pulled hamstring, that you realise that your body has got its own internal ecosystem. Your body knows more than our brain on some respects what's happening. So today we're going to really just focus on starting that process of becoming aware of our body, just noticing what's going on in our body, because usually, little dab, because usually we don't. And part of being mindful and being aware is that on a day-by-day basis, if you notice that you're leaning forward or you're leaning back, you can take those immediate steps to help keep in alignment, which in the long run reduces all those risks of making your back pain worse, making your headache worse, because we ignored those early signs. Okay, so we're going to do a nice mindful body awareness practice. 2-3 minutes, nothing big. So as usual, when you come to think about your body, when you come to think about meditating or breath work, take a moment to arrive. And that literally means what it says, take a moment to arrive, because we're so in our head. We're going to take a moment just to, I like to close my eyes, but feel free to have a soft gaze. Take a moment to take that full breath out. And just literally come back, let it all go. Come back to center. And if you want, you can even take a few slow, mindful movements, just swaying the body side to side, just to get your body back into the body. And then just let the body come back to center. See if you can lengthen up through the spine. That's good, that's it. Tuck your chin in to a really nice long back. Beautiful, well done. And then just notice where your hands are resting right now. So turn your attention to your hands. And when you've located your hands in the physical space, bring your awareness to your right hand. Don't change it. Just start to notice the contact your right hand is making on your body, or the surface that it's resting on. So really start to notice the positioning. If you have 5 fingers, just start to notice the gap between the fingers. Notice the way the hands are either gripping or just resting on the surface. And just see if you can soften the grip. So if you notice that you're really holding on tightly, just invite a sense of ease, softness. Just see if you can just slowly lengthen out the fingers. And if you've got very fine feathery touch, just notice that. So really start to notice the quality of the touch. Does it feel as if the weight is balanced evenly around the fingers and the thumb? Or maybe all the weight is being borne on maybe the little finger and the thumb. So just notice what you notice. And then in your mind's eye, just see if you can trace from the wrist. So we come with your right wrist and explore how long it takes to come to your right elbow. Explore that space, just notice it in your mind's eye. And then notice, what is your right elbow doing? Where is it pointing? What is it resting on? Is it sore in any way? And then just notice, travel up from the right elbow to the right armpit. And then explore the space between your right shoulder and your right ear. Can you feel that space? Are you aware of that space between your right shoulder and your right ear? And then in your mind's eye, just let your mind's eye travel all the way up, over your head, all the way to the left ear. When you get a sense of arriving at your left ear, explore the space between your left ear and your left shoulder. And get a sense of the space between the right shoulder and the right ear, and the left shoulder and the left ear. Does it feel like it's an equal space? Or maybe one shoulder feels closer to one ear than the other. Just notice what you notice. Maintain that connection with the breath, breathing out. Bring your awareness to your left armpit. And just explore that space between the left armpit to the left elbow. And then just notice what's happening between your left elbow and your right elbow. Does it feel like they're on the same plane? The same distance on the body? Or maybe the right elbow feels further away from the side of the body compared to the left. Again, there's no right or wrong. Just notice what you notice. And just extend your awareness from the left elbow to the left wrist. Explore that distance in your mind's eye. And just notice what's happening between the left wrist and the way it rests on the body, and the way the right wrist is resting on the body. And just see if you can sense any similarities between the right wrist and the left wrist. Just notice what you notice. Does it feel like they're doing exactly the same thing? Or maybe one wrist is turned in more slightly than the other wrist? Just expand your awareness to what you notice. Maintain that awareness, maintain that connection. Just start to explore the space your left fingers, your left hand is taking up on your body. Does it feel as if it's taken up as much space as the right hand? Or does it feel like the left fingers are more kind of like comfortable and rested and have relaxed a bit? So again, just notice what you notice. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Just start to notice how you're breathing. Are you aware of the in-breath? Can you notice notice any part or parts of the body breathing. Where do you feel the body breathing with the breath? Can you feel the rising and expanding of the chest or the breast? Maybe you can sense some kind of very subtle movement around the top of the lungs, just below the collarbones. Maybe, maybe not. And perhaps you can even hear the breath. Can you hear the breath in the back of the throat? Just listen carefully. You might be able to hear the breath in the back of the throat. And you might even feel the breath as you're breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you can feel the breath flowing in through the right nostril, out through the left, maybe. The cool breath in and the warm breath out. So just spend the next few moments just letting your mind roam freely around the body. Being aware of the points of contact, the hands, the elbows, the shoulders, the ears. Just be aware of what's happening between the right side of the body and the left. Notice what's happening with the fingers and the thumbs. Well done. And then just start to come back slowly with the breath. Become aware of your hands, the right hand and the left hand. And without looking at your hand, just see if you can, without looking at the hand, just see if you can slowly bring the palms together. So just see if you can find that connection between the right palm and the left palm. Bring them together in front of the heart space, squeezing the palms without looking at the hands. And just press your palms together. Really get a sense of lengthening out through the fingers, lengthening out through the thumbs, squeezing the palms together, letting the elbows rise up, lengthening up through your spine, tucking your chin in. As you inhale, as you exhale. Well done. And just slowly let your head come down towards your fingers. Oh my goodness me, I'm sweating. Oh, what a shame. I'm going to have to stop this video. Oh. And softly. Okay, dilemma. Come back to center. Wow, that was how was that for you? I am totally sweating, and if I'm taking it as a mindful practice, I can sense all the sweat. I can sense in my mouth, my face. Wow. Well, we're going to keep it in. That's part of the 100 days, one take, just keeping it as it is. So please bear with me. Use it as a mindful practice just to notice what's going on with your body. Minute by minute, moment by moment, that's the way we really develop that sort of mindful attention, mindful awareness, which keeps us focused, aligned and concentrated. Well done, well done. Pat on the back, big hug, squeeze. Oh, my arms feel so sweaty. High five. Totally apologise, totally give thanks, and I'll see you. Oh, if you like this video, I'm not quite sure if you want to share it with your friends, but please, the more likes, more subscribes, just helps my channel to grow and it gives me the confidence and encouragement to keep going. So I really appreciate it all.